Well, it seems to be getting tense between Mayor Adams and Governor Hochul. The mayor had some strong words about her latest budget proposal, calling it unfair to the city.
Morgan Mackay asked the mayor about that today. And Morgan, what doesn't the mayor like about the budget?
Steve and Natasha, Mayor Eric Adams is gearing up for a fight next week in Albany. Adams will be meeting with state lawmakers, and he says he will be warning them about the consequences of some of Governor Kathy Hochul's budget proposals.
This is going to impact the basic services in your districts.
Mayor Eric Adams warning of cuts to city services if some of Governor Kathy Hochul's budget proposals are approved. In a drafted memo, Adams highlighted at least 3 proposals he says are unfunded mandates, starting with the migrant crisis.
We don't know if we're going to get more help from a Republican-controlled Congress.
As Adams points out, Hochul's plan to fund migrant shelters is to have the city, states, and federal government split the cost evenly. However, there's been no commitment to date from Congress that they will partner with the city and states on these costs.
If we're counting on a 30% split, that just doesn't add up. So we need to make sure that we have a foolproof plan to address this national issue.
Another area is the MTA. While Hochul is proposing that the state chip in an extra $300 million this year to help fund the MTA, the city, on the other hand, would be on the hook for an additional $500 million every year.
Forever. No other municipality in the state has been asked to do anywhere near that, only New York City.
The governor's proposal to lift the charter school cap would also cost the city $1 billion, according to the mayor. But Hochul's office argues that they are also proposing a record investment in school aid. In a statement, a spokesperson for the governor says that, quote, she looks forward to working with the legislature on a final budget that meets the needs of all New Yorkers. Adams will be meeting with legislative leaders next week in Albany to discuss the impacts of these budget proposals.
We're in this together, and those who represent the city, they must be aware of that.
So like I mentioned, Adams will be traveling up to Albany next week for what's called Tin Cup Day. It's the annual pilgrimage every mayor has to make up to Albany to ask for more money in the state budget. Steve?
Oh, all right. Thanks, Morgan.